Chicago IWW gathers right here at the Haymarket Martyrs Monument to lay roses. It's on. To lay roses in remembrance of the workers sentenced to death and imprisoned in response to the Haymarket affair, as well as our fellow workers who have passed away in the prior year and the years before. We take this opportunity to mourn and remember the trials of the year that has passed since our last meeting on this hallowed ground. But after the somber event, we are sure to celebrate having made it through another year even stronger in solidarity than the year before. Right? So the IWW, if you don't know, is a labor union founded right here in Chicago. It helped kick off the labor movement. And I'm going to read to you an excerpt from our preamble. And it starts, the working class and the employing class have nothing in common. There can be no peace so long as hunger and want are found among millions of working people, and the few who make up the employing class have all the good things of life. Between these two classes, a struggle must go on until the workers of the world organize as a class, take possession of the means of production, abolish the wage system, and live in harmony with the earth. We find that centering of management of industries into fewer and fewer hands makes the trade unions unable to cope with the ever-growing power of the employing class. The trade unions foster a state of affairs which allows one set of workers to be pitted against another set of workers in the same industry, thereby helping defeat one another in wage wars. Moreover, the trade unions aid the employing class to mislead the workers into the belief that the working class have interests in common with their employers. We do not. These conditions can be changed, and the interest of the working class upheld only by an organization formed in such way that its members in any one industry, or in all industries if necessary, cease work whenever a strike or lockout is on in any department thereof, thus making an injury to one an injury to all. Instead of a conservative motto, a fair day's wage for a fair day's work, we must inscribe on our banner the revolutionary watchwords, abolition of the wage system. It is the historic mission of the working class to do away with capitalism. The army of production must be organized not only for everyday struggle with capitalists, but also to carry on production when capitalism shall have been overthrown. By organizing industrially, we are forming the structure of the new society within the shell of the old. That's what I believe in. That's what we're about, and that's what we have been about for the last 117 or so years. So, I would like to introduce the General Secretary Treasurer of the Industrial Workers of the World. That's our head honcho here. Fellow worker, Kelsey, welcome.
Thank you guys for coming out. The weather sucks. It does. It really does. So, last week, I found out that 80% of our current Wobblies joined after the pandemic started. And after the pandemic started to shut down all of our in-person activities, union and otherwise, 80% of us never got to experience and benefit from the rich traditions in the IWW of organizing being all about building personal connections and trust and camaraderie and the real feeling of bond that we gain when we come together and organize as a class. You know, this kind of camaraderie only really comes from breaking bread together, chopping onions together, watching our children play together, building our picket signs together, arguing and talking over each other passionately about the best ways to build worker power, and then singing together afterwards in solidarity. 80% of us are starting from scratch as we come back together in person, sharing space while we share our struggles and successes. I have all the confidence that we can build these traditions again together. Yesterday we had a barbecue in the rain. Dozens of us coming together after some of us never having seen each other in person before. Some of us not having seen each other since May Day last year. But all of us connected, not just by our red cards, but by our dedication to the cause of liberation of all workers from the indignities of the chains of the employing class that only can be won when the workers of the world organize as a class. Last year I spoke here, and I want to repeat to you the words that I said then because they resonate with me still. Last year, a group of us from across the country gathered online to watch a remastered documentary, The Wobblies, a movie from 1979, a movie from 44 now years ago, a movie 3 years older than me. Well, yeah, but one I know on the enough video, I sang along to the old songs, and I talked with my husband and chatted with the other watchers over text during the movie and out loud afterwards. What really struck me was that even then, 44 years ago, there were no young people interviewed for the movie. No one who would be alive today, and everyone talked about what the IWW was when they were young. In the past tense, like even then we were gone, or we were something else. And I wondered what they would think of us now, these IWWs who were so militant, radical, and brave, and believed so completely in the power of the one big industrial union for all workers. I think that we have moments where we will be making them proud. Moments like right now when we're gathered with our fellow workers, honoring our dead and fighting for our living. Moments where we are keeping the old traditions alive, where we point that we haven't lost sight of where we come from and the sacrifices made to get us here. In 1979, membership in the IWW was down to less than 1,000, but now we have over 9,000 in North America, around 300 just the greater Chicago general membership branch alone. We're still fighting against the thousands of indignities we face on the job every day and against our bosses who commit and benefit from those indignities. We're still fighting for an 8-hour day, for weekends, for pay we can feed ourselves on, house ourselves on, and for the end of the wage system that continues to oppress us every single day, for dignity, for ourselves, and for our fellow workers. I think that sometimes we may disappoint them too, though. The IWWs that paved the way for us to stand here now. I think they would look at us as weak and afraid. So often we hide behind computer keyboards silently instead of talking with our fellow workers and spreading the good word solidarity unionism. We argue about what is legal or safe instead of about what is right and what we deserve. We allow individual disruptors enough power amongst our ranks to distract us from the goal of organizing workers, dividing us in ways that benefit our bosses. But these are struggles that we have faced in the IWW before, a few times in the 117 years since our founding, that we have come out the other side of them, stronger and smarter and more determined. We should let the words of the songs we sing and the spirit of solidarity, the union's inspiration, course through our veins and hold them in our hearts. Together as one big union, a union for all workers, organized industrially, instead of divided by trade or skill or task or title, we truly have in our hands a power greater than our bosses hoard gold, greater than the might of atoms magnified 1,000-fold. When we stand together in solidarity with our fellow workers in our workplaces and in life, we are strong, we are powerful, we are a force to be reckoned with. We are the industrial workers of the world. Happy May Day. I'd like to invite anyone else who would like to come up and speak. Please do so.
My name is Neil. I am with the Chicago IWW, and I would like to remind people that we're standing on stolen indigenous land. One of the reasons we need a socialist workers' revolution is to give the land back to the Native Americans. We also are in a cemetery, and we don't think about a lot of the working class people buried here whose names we don't know, but who fought in the class struggle because they knew that we can organize ourselves, we can govern ourselves, that we don't need to follow leaders or lead followers. And we should think about that when we're at these ceremonies. We love our rituals. It's very important for our working class culture of resistance. So we're carrying on what other people in the past have laid out for us, and whether we win the class struggle in our lifetime or not doesn't really matter, as long as when we're alive, we're doing what we can to advance these struggles against misogyny, transphobia, white supremacy. We do the best we can. So that's every day is important. Until we die, we need to advance the struggle, because the other people coming after us need us to prepare the way. So think of it in terms of a protracted struggle. Eventually we're going to win. We shall overrun. We outbreak these motherfuckers.
Woo!
Carry on.
Woo! 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 Woo!
Thank
You're
you
one
for
of
that,
those future
Camille. Is there
generations.
anyone else who would like to
Can I
speak?
beatbox on this?
You want to beatbox on this?
Yeah.
Come on.
Go for it.
Let's hear it for our junior fellow listeners anyway, right? So the IWW is the... Oh, get that.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I'm not one for too many words, and I'm not the best speaker. But I always feel that it's good to step up to the plate and try to motivate people and bring a certain energy that can get things accomplished. One thing that I do want to say and remind everyone here is that a revolution exists within every person. We cannot depend on leaders. You cannot depend on top-down commands coming to our communities to oppress people, to anybody who feels the weight of capitalism and bigotry upon them.
And communism.
So I ask that you try to remember, although it can be easier to take command, to go through the motions, to work and have something in mind, we can have a much greater reward if we all work as individuals together as a great sort of hive mind, if you will. Although I understand the dystopian qualities of that of that word, but it's the truth. We can be individuals and strive for collective action. And I hope that we can see far more volunteers, as this is the best way to ensure that everyone's freedoms and everybody's right to existence is respected throughout, and we can finally see a revolution to destroy the class system, capitalism, and all forms of bigotry that destroy our mental well-being, physical well-being, and the earth around us. Thank you.
Fernando.
All right, last call for speakers, right? So the IWW has been known for the last 118 years or so as the singing union. Everywhere there was a picket line where Wobblies were, there was songs heard far and wide. We have a great big songbook that has been reduced to a little songbook because there's so many songs in it. Today we ask that you join in just one song. Don't worry, I'm not going to be on the microphone singing this. You don't want to hear me sing. It's terrible. So to spare you, I'll get us started. Does everyone have a song sheet? Does anyone need one? We can get one over to you right there.
Does
Anyone got a
anyone have a
guitar?
violin?
Do you need a song sheet?
Nope.
It's a little wet for a guitar.
I have one. I don't.
I know this one.
Well, I mean, there's like 10 different versions of Solidarity Forever. There's 30 verses to the song, so just do the best you can, right?
Yeah.
So we'll get started. Ready? 1, 2, 3. When the union's
Inspiration through the workers' blood shall run. There can be no greater anywhere beneath the sun.
Yet the force on earth is weaker than the feeble force of one. For the union
Makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Is there aught we hold in common with the greedy parasite who would lash us into serfdom and would crush us with his might? Is there anything left to us but to organize and fight? For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Is there a the cities where they trade, dug their mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving mid the wonders we have made. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. All the world that's owned by idle drones is ours and ours alone. We have laid the wide foundations, built it skyward, stone by stone. It is ours not to slave and but to master and to own. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
They have taken untold millions that they never toiled to earn, but without our brain and muscle, not a single
That the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. In our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, greater than the might of armies magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Thank you, fellow workers. I would like to take a moment here to offer the floor to Solidarity DuPage. They've been longtime partners with the industrial workers of the world. So if you want to come up here and
Let me tell. Chris is the guy I'm going to talk. Where is
Where's Chris?
Cristobal.
Camera back.
Open mic. Open mic.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We are Immigrant Solidarity DuPage. We're coming from DuPage for being solidarity. My group, we are Latinos the most. I'm going to talk in Spanish. Muchas gracias a todos. Thank you everyone. Gracias compañeros que están aquí. Entonces venimos a conmemorar precisamente a los compañeros caídos hace ya cuántos años. Aquí está nuestro logo, Immigrant Solidarity DuPage. Ok. Allá viene mi compañero Chris, vamos a apurarlo porque él es el que siempre habla. Chris, apúrate. Wait. ¿Alguien me puede ayudar? A ver, Chris. Ahora sí que habla. Chris. Cristóbal, ven para que hables. I'm going to bring the ring.
That's the flag. They're the best.
Buenas tardes, how is everybody? Buenas tardes.
Oh!
Buenas tardes. It's an honor to be here. On behalf of the Casas DuPage Workers Center, the workers of DuPage County, fellow workers, it's a real big honor. This is our first time here. Es la primera vez aquí.
Welcome.
Para nosotros en Casa DuPage. Ese es un honor, la verdad, y de hecho ya estoy viendo por primera vez ahí este momento. How do I feel? O sea, we feel here, being with the Martyrs of Chicago. You know, the Martyrs of Chicago, these people, they're resonating around the world today. France, Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, workers all over the world here are honoring the struggle, the principles of these workers, of these martyrs who fought and died for worker justice, worker liberation. The 8-hour day, that the struggle that continues to today, that's not over yet. So today that we take stock here, this beautiful May Day, workers all over, everybody here, that we absorb the power here, and then we go take this to the streets, go take this against capitalism, go take this to a system, an oligarchy of plutocracy that controls this society is getting more greedy and more rich every day on the back of the workers. And to quote, to phrase Bonaventura Durruti, the great Spanish hero, yeah, there's another world here in our soul. There's another world here in our heart, and that world is growing even as we speak. That certain things have been created by the capitalists and the workers, but greater things can be created by us, the workers and the working class. So hoy decimos ahí, pensando ahí, canalizando este poder, este espíritu de los mártires de Chicago y lo que hicieron en la lucha, muriendo por los trabajadores, por la jornada de 8 horas, por la dignidad y la decencia en el trabajo. Nosotros canalizamos el espíritu de estos compañeros aquí, donde están ahí sus cuerpos, ahí nutriéndonos ahí, con la sangre que derramaron para nosotros en la lucha, que nosotros llevemos esta lucha, este espíritu, esta dignidad, o sea, este gran clamor, que sus vidas no fueran en vano, que sus vidas fueran ahí inspirándonos en la lucha, y hoy inspirados por el gran revolucionario español Bonaventura Durruti, que decía que hay una vida aquí, una mejor vida que está en el pecho, hay una vida aquí que está en nuestras almas, esa vida está creciendo, aún mientras tanto que estemos hablando, aún en este instante está esa vida, así que hoy salgamos de aquí produciendo esa vida y ahí rompiendo todas las cadenas y todos los vínculos ahí que están ahí atrapándonos y sometiéndonos. ¡Que vivan los trabajadores de todo el mundo!
¡Que vivan los trabajadores!
¡Que vivan los mártires de Chicago!
¡Que vivan!
¡Que vivan a todos los trabajadores de Illinois!
¡Que vivan!
¡Que vivan!
¿Y dónde están los trabajadores latinos? Los trabajadores latinos, muchas gracias, es un honor estar aquí. Thank you guys.
Solidarity.
Guys, would you like to sing some songs? Yeah? ¿Quién quiere cantar?
Gracias for the speech.
Yeah, would you guys want to take a few tunes? Compañeros.
Ok, tú mismo, Soledad.
Oh, Gaby, pasa conmigo. All right, this is one of our favorite songs in the group. Solidarity Forever. And it's maybe you guys are saying this song is actually written. Maybe you already talked about this.
We just sang it.
Oh, you did? Yeah, you sing the Spanish version. It was beautiful.
No, let's do Spanish.
And it was beautiful. Spanish version. No. Okay, so we have the Spanish version here. And so the comrades with the yellow vests, they have some songbooks. If you guys want to get close to them, they can share. This is actually on the last page here. We love this song. You know, we actually named the group.
I don't think I can sing in Spanish. I can barely sing in English.
Le pusimos el nombre del grupo por esta canción. Y esta canción mucha gente no sabe que fue escrita en Lombard. This song was written in Lombard by Ralph Chaplin. Ralph Chaplin, que viva Ralph Chaplin.
Que viva.
Yeah. So, nosotros, Gaby, yo creo que me vas a tener que ayudar. No puedo hablar. No puedo. Okay, listos compañeros. Everyone got someone to share with? Okay. Uno. So this is going to be in English and in Spanish. Yeah. We'll do some Spanish lines. Then we'll do some English lines. Right? Someone told me there's some French workers here. Where's the Quebecois? Oh, there is none? All right. Well, then we'll do it in English and Spanish. The last page here. And the song goes like this. Uno.
The last one.
All right, so it's the last page on the book, not the second one, but the last one, because the second one is a little bit off in Spanish. We get to it. Yeah, the last page, la última hoja ahí en el cancionero, no la segunda. All right, you guys ready? Fernando, listo? Okay, vamos.
Espera.
This is why you watch your learn Spanish.
Okay. Vamos a, lo que yo propongo es cantamos unas líneas en español y luego en inglés. Y luego ya las stanzas ahí, las estrofas en español. Ok, vamos compañeros. 1, 2, 3.
Solidaridad para siempre. Solidaridad para siempre. Solidaridad para siempre. Viva Cristo.
Lucha por su libertad, todos los trabajadores quieren paz y por eso compañeros nos tenemos que juntar con la fuerza y calidad.
Solidaridad para siempre. Solidaridad para siempre. Solidaridad para siempre. Que viva nuestra unión.
Vamos, vamos campesinos, los derechos a pelear, con el corazón en alto y con la fe la unidad, que la fuerza de los pobres como las olas del mar, la injusticia va a inundar. Todos.
Solidaridad para siempre. Solidaridad para siempre. Solidaridad para siempre. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Bravo, muy bien. Ganas de cantar una más. ¿Cómo ves una más? Dos más. ¿Cómo ven? All right, so we have a song here. We love this song. And maybe you guys love this song too. Woody Guthrie, This Land is Your Land. But we love the version in Spanish, you know, because it talks about this land being your land, but this land being my land. It talks about the illusions of the borders. Habla de las ilusiones de las fronteras. Habla de que los trabajadores no tenemos país, ¿verdad? It talks about the workers not having countries, right? Que el país está en el corazón. El país está en la lucha, ¿verdad? El país está en la solidaridad. Esta es la versión, this is the version from Sones de Mexico, a group here from Chicago, one of our favorite groups. They took this song from Woody Guthrie. ¡Ya que viva Woody Guthrie!
Que viva!
El compañero comunista, el compañero que escribió esta canción. So we took this song, Sones de Mexico took this song and did a Spanish version. So we have it here. It goes around the same tune as the original version. Are we ready? Yeah. All right,
Sí.
so vamos. 1, 2 y 3. Esta tierra es tuya, esta tierra es mía, desde el horizonte hasta la otra orilla, desde las montañas, los ríos y valles, la tierra es para ti y para mí. En el mundo vive una gente pobre, en el mundo vive otra gente rica. Y luego tenemos a muchos viajeros busca de una oportunidad. Cuando caminaba, llegué a una frontera donde no había letrero para que no pasara. No decía nada. La tierra es para ti, para mí. Vamos, esta tierra es tuya, esta tierra es mía. De California hasta la orilla, es tuya, esta es mía. La tierra es para ti, para mí. Vamos, la de tierra en la que voy viajando, será mi destino como una alborada, así debe ser. La tierra es quien la trabaja, la tierra es para ti, para mí. Todos juntos vamos. Esta tierra es tuya, esta tierra es mía, desde el horizonte hasta la otra orilla, desde las montañas, los ríos y valles. La tierra es para ti, para mí. En inglés. This land
is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Highlands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Bravo.
Woo!